So tell me, what have you unconsciously consented to in this matrix world? Today's meditation will take you through a portal to remember your authentic self. Okay, hey, this is Francisca, and this is my Chrysalis Life, and today is Chrysalis Tools. All right, so this week I've been talking a lot about consent, and I've been talking a lot about disconsent, and I've been talking a lot about peaceful disruption and how we can achieve that through just disconnecting, through beginning to heal ourselves. I've been talking about the idea of like separating from the fiction, from the facade, from the system, from the matrix that there is around us, right? And how the only way to do that is through stepping outside of yourself, through changing yourself, right? So I want you to think a little bit today about maybe what have you unconsciously consented to in this world, in your life, in this system, in your community, with your friendships, with your relationships, with the role that you've embodied. What is it that you have unconsciously consented to and just become desensitized to and have normalized in your life, basically? Yeah. And when I was thinking about doing this practice, I was thinking about when I was in Costa Rica and when I was in this country. And it was kind of like imagining that my body, that everything that feels uncomfortable in my body is like the matrix, that kind of fear, that consent, that fear of consent. And that the authentic me was the me that was in Costa Rica, the frequency that was there and the freedom and the wisdom and the energetical vibration that I experienced while I was there. And what we're going to do is we're going to think today about how we can move to that place that feels more authentic, and how we can bridge that gap between what is the authentic us and what is the conditioned us. Okay. So if you want to find a space where you can sit down, where you won't be disturbed, we're going to do a nice little visualization today. All right. So whenever you're ready, if you found that space, then what I'm going to invite you to do is just to take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, I want you to allow your body just to begin to relax down. Take another deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, let your face relax. All those muscles in your forehead. Breathing again. Deep breath in. Let your shoulders relax down away from your ears. Let your stomach relax and fall heavy. And begin to just feel the weight of your body as it presses down on the surface beneath you. And allow your breath just to return to its natural rhythm, in and out through your nose. And feel that weight. Begin to lift, and your body to begin to relax. And I want you to imagine, I want you to see yourself walking down a busy street. Notice as you look up the grey sky, the grey buildings towering around you, and the people everywhere, walking past you, walking around you, the hustle and bustle of this area. And feel that energy all around you. vibrating from everyone as they push past and they rush around. Feel that fear, that unhappiness, that feeling of anger and disdain pulsating from all the people around you. Feel that irritation, that urgency to get somewhere as you walk down this street. And I want you to turn now and just notice your own reflection there in the window. See how you look. Maybe tired. Maybe a little disheveled. Maybe a little hopeless. Just notice how you look in the reflection of this window. And as you look at yourself, you begin to notice that things behind you are beginning to shift. All those people are melting away. Those buildings are falling into the distance. And the floor is turning from concrete into sand. Look around. Those you can see, they haven't noticed. They're too busy with their busy lives. But you've noticed. You can see a change happening. And as you turn back to look at your reflection, you reach out with your hand and you begin to touch the glass. And as you do, you see that it's no longer solid. And everything in the reflection has begun to ripple, like touching water. And as your fingers rest on that glass, that moving, watery glass, notice as your fingers begin to slip in, followed by your hand and your arm, and like the pull of a magnet, you begin to feel yourself being pulled further towards the glass. further into this scene. And as your body moves through, you feel yourself surrounded by warmth, surrounded by a beautiful colored darkness and light as you step through. And as you find yourself on the other side, you look around and you notice the sand at your feet. You notice the sounds of the sea, the waves gently pulling in and letting go, just like the sound of your breath. You see the sun setting over the water, and the beautiful hues of orange, red, golden threads all throughout the sky. And you look down at your feet on the sand, and you feel the warmth and the softness between your toes, under your feet, as you begin to take steps forward along this beautiful, calm, warm, serene beach. And as you turn around, you see the glass behind you, a portal back to where you came. But you keep moving, step by step. Looking around, taking in this space. Feeling the warm air on your skin and the soft breeze and the sound of the sea. And as you look up ahead, you see in the near distance some trees. And as you move closer to these trees, you notice the most comfortable and inviting hammock, gently swaying in the breeze. Inviting you to lie down, to rest for a moment, to be held underneath the trees and the setting sun. And as you lie down, you feel the comfort of that hammock wrapping around your body. And you feel it as it gently sways, gently rocks you back and forth. And you take a deep breath in through your nose. And you sigh it out through your mouth. And as you look up into the sky, you begin to see the twinkle of a mass of stars above your head, shining in the blanket sky above you. And as you lie there, you feel a complete sense of peace and contentment. And as you stare up in wonder at the vast blanket of stars above you, you begin to hear as each one starts to call out a soft message of love, of kindness, of encouragement, of peace. And you begin to move from one star to the next, enjoying the messages given to you by each one. The feeling of the soft breeze, the feeling of weightlessness as you're rocked slowly from side to side. You feel the weight of the other world melting away. This is the true you. This is the authentic self. Feel how comfortable it feels. And even though you can see the hustle and bustle of the other world through the portal, you now feel how comfortable it feels. As this true you, as this authentic you. And when you feel ready, when you feel that you've enjoyed this space enough, I invite you to rise up and begin to walk back. And take that step back through the portal. But as you do, remember, this space is always here. You can come back anytime you need to reconnect with your authentic self. Anytime you need to find your own equilibrium. Anytime you no longer consent to balancing the demands of the world. Go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just begin to notice the sounds in the room around you, the feel of the room around you, the feeling of your body in the space around you. And whenever you're ready, whenever it feels comfortable, you can go ahead and open your eyes. Hey, how did that feel? How did it feel to be in that space? To feel some comfort, to feel some break from the hustle and bustle and the craziness of the lives that we live? To have somewhere that felt safe, where you felt held? What did you hear from the stars? Did you hear some stuff that surprised you? Did you know already everything that you were being told? Did you remember something that you once knew but you forgot? And yeah, what did it feel like to be elsewhere? But more importantly, what did it feel like to return? I think that's a really important question. Did it feel painful to be back in this space again? Did it feel more empowered stepping back through that door, that window, that portal? And some things I guess I would leave you to think about from doing that practice is, what is one thing that I've learned from this process? Is there something now that I can see or feel or hear about this space that was maybe normalized for me before? Or maybe what you've learned is that just this is a place that I can come home to when I'm feeling overwhelmed. Whatever it is, I hope you enjoyed it, and come back tomorrow for Reflection Friday, where we'll be pulling this all together and sitting in community with one another. All right, but for now, that's it. What did you hear from the stars? How did it feel to return to this world? Share your portal experience below and join us tomorrow for Reflection Friday integration.